Oh! Here we have Micro Monthlies number 12, Lycanthropy. Did you want to be a werewolf? Now you can, without playing werewolf. Of course, if you want to play werewolf, you can. Here it's a good game. Well, anyway, for lycanthropes, we give you this warning because you're going to be playing as a werebeast, and if that happens, then, you're going to be taking away player agency, and that could be a really bad thing for your players, right? If they're not wanting to be a lycanthrope, if they don't want to be a werewolf, and you just are like, hey, you're a werewolf now, that could cause problems for your table. If it does, I give you some ways of reversing that in game, and also some ways of dealing with it in the back. I believe there are in the very back. I give you some special items like a moon block pendant that they can use that prevents them from transforming. Okay, so that gives them a little bit more control about it, even if they want to play a werewolf, but they don't want to be a werewolf, all the time. That could be a way of dealing with it. But of course, I'm not just giving you werewolves, I'm also giving you wereboars. And not just wereboars and werewolves, also werechickens and weresharks, and also wererats and weretigers, because we need all the were things everywhere. All right, so there's a lot of different things. Each one of them, though, all kind of basically works the same way. When you gain lycanthropy, you gain all of these traits, right? You get moon cursed if you are a looping lycanthrope, so a werewolf. Aper lycanthropy, also moon cursed. So is this werechicken and the wereshark, but not the wererat and not the weretiger. So these are triggering on the new moon, which makes them a little bit more scary because this means it's dark, because the new moon there's no light, and so they're dark cursed. And so it's a little bit opposite. Now, I still say if you're aware something, you can't be also aware other thing, right? So if you're werewolf, you can't also be a wereboar, because that makes things really weird, which you turn into. Even though technically you could be a wererat and werewolf and the rules don't overlap, I'm just gonna say no, because that just makes life weird. Now, your table's your table, run it how you want it, but that's just me. So when while you transform, you gain all these stats. So you gain this moon cursed, and then once you transform, you gain all of these extra things, right? And one important thing is you are frenzied, which means you're gonna be making attacks against everything else. So werewolves and wereboars, and not werechickens, but weresharks, and and wererats, and that's it. So for the werechickens and the weretigers, they have this extra thing that's a little bit different. So werechickens are chickens. They're frightened. So they're gonna run away unless they're cornered, and then they're gonna attack. And I believe I wrote about werechickens on my blog, and there is a little adventure that walks you through what you could do with werechickens. And now, if the players become werechickens, I've got rules for it, so you can use that. So I will leave a link to that post in the description below. But now you've got this werechicken that you can play as. There's also an adventure where you can run into weresharks called Swordport, and now you run into that, you can have the rules for running a wereshark. And again, this is free. The adventure that I'm talking about, Swordport, is not, but this micro monthly is free. You can also find it on Substack and on Drive-Thru in the anthology. And so next we've got these weretigers. They go hungry and they're hunting. So they're stalking or attacking. And so this gives a little bit more player agency because they can choose to stalk or to attack, but they're gonna have to do one of those two. And they get all these other really cool benefits that are useful. And so if a player knows a spell where they can make it super dark, or they know that they can make moonlight and they can trigger these things, or there are these items in the back that can trigger them, right? You can use the dark ring or the moon ring, and they can put them on and then use this ability. It's a high risk, high reward situation. And I think that makes for interesting decisions about when they want to be each of these different kinds of weird things. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. Later, there are going to be vampires that's coming out. So you should subscribe to the Substack because it's free, right? It's free, and you can have werewolves and vampires in your game. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope all your games are full of dread.